I'm Luna, and I'm going to be talking about carpooling made easy. I have a question for you all. Are you a victim of public transport? Or have you ever encountered any type of issue, whether it was discrimination, delay problem, weather problem, or abuse? The problems are really around the inconvenience and how unsafe these are. As for a fact, violence against Toronto Transit passengers rose about 46% last year compared to 2021. Secondly, it can be very time consuming due to the nature of public transport because of the various stops along the way. And lastly is the major delays that occur due to the aging vehicles, especially in harsh weather conditions such as snow or extreme snow. Due to these two surveys shown on the screen that we did among various York University students, it is shown that almost 77% of these students commute using the bus and subway combined. And 65% of the students would rather carpool than take any other way to transport. And this shows that public transport is actually causing a problem and a solution should be developed for it. Why You Go is an idea created by us which enables York University students to carpool in order to ensure their safety, be aware of their budgets, and avoid technical delays. How does it come into play? Well, public locations are usually used inside of the personal locations or like the house locations that are usually used to pick people up from. We call them carpool terminals, where people meet up there to be picked up. It is only available for York University students, which means that you and the driver can only have access to it from your Passport York and your Duo Mobile, using your Duo Mobile. And you can contact your meetup drivers and riders just to ensure that these are the people that you want to be with throughout your ride, making sure that you're comfortable and there's nothing that is disrupting your peace. And lastly, for safety, the 911 button would be available. You can click it on the app whenever you're facing any type of emergency. For convenience, it is easier for the driver, as all that the driver has to do is to go to this carpool terminal and pick the riders up from that terminal, which makes it eco-friendly as less gas is used because the driver isn't roaming around to certain pickup points. He is actually just going to one certain point and picking all these people up from there. And so it has guaranteed reduced prices and special deals, especially because these are the York University students and they're students, so we take accountability for that. And lastly, relatively high quality vehicles are used, which means that less or even no delays occur due to problems such like disruption of the vehicle or any type of issue relating to the aging of the vehicle. Well, people might ask, how does YuGo differ from Uber? As for safety, both the driver and the passengers will have to log in using their Passport York, and which we're gonna have to create a platform that does a background check for both the rider and the drivers about their crime history or any other thing that makes it less safe for both sides. Whereas Uber only shows a profile of the driver and their background, but doesn't really show any details and doesn't ensure that that driver is not going to commit a crime or do anything that is maybe unsafe or offensive for the rider. For the cost, Uber's prices vary by a lot, especially when high demand is on in like rush hours, especially on Fridays. Whereas in YuGo, we're gonna do special prices depending on the person's financial states. Like sometimes some students cannot afford to do that, but they also want a safe ride, so we're gonna take account of that. And also we're gonna bring offers depending on the person's GPA. And this graph shows how students prefer meeting at a place than being picked up privately. I hope you enjoyed it and have a great day.